It is some difficult news to share, but today is Andrew Davis's last day here at WSAV. We are going to miss him so very much, but the good news for all of us is that he is staying right where he is on Hilton Head and will still appear on WSAV from time to time on some of our special programming like football games and parades. Andrew has accepted an offer to become the Director of Public Information for the City of Hilton Head. Words can't really express how valuable Andrew has been to the station during his 14 years here at WSAV. But a few of our colleagues are going to give it a try.
How do I say goodbye to someone who has been a true light, a joy to work with?
Andrew was the researcher, and that's what makes him an impactful journalist. Well, when President Obama came to Savannah, Andrew was the person who got an opportunity to talk to everyday people, and he always knew the right questions to ask.
It's interesting that you guys, I guess, are right next to protesters, right next to him.
Which is a good thing, because that's what it's about too, is freedom of speech.
When I walked in the door, watched our first newscast as general manager, I knew immediately that we had a phenomenal reporter based in Low Country. Think about some of the major stories he's covered up there, the hurricanes, and most recently Murdaugh.
A very long day for jurors once again, as it started with a field trip and ended with just the prosecution side of closing arguments.
He's been recognized nationally as an expert on that case, one that's, been honestly international in its interest.
Andrew was not only dedicated in his daily duties in the Low Country, but he never shined as much and so bright as when there was bad weather.
I'm Andrew Davis out here at Shelter Cove Marina, where I've been for about 7 hours so far, and the weather has certainly continued to get worse and worse by the moment.
What you find with Andrew is that there's nothing intimidating there, because he's generous with what he knows, and he wants to share that with people he works with, share that with the community. And so, yeah, he is one of those reporters who can do it all, and he is willing to let you in on the secret of how he does that.
We're out here on Whitmarsh Island just after the Fugitive Files Roundup, because we got a really good tip from your calls.
Somewhere around 2010 or 11, essentially all of Long County caught on fire. Massive brush fire, burning everything down.
What was once 180 acres looks to be about 400 to 500 acres now in Long County, burning.
Leave it up to Andrew to be like, I'll go stand in the middle of the fire, do a stand-up. You know why? I'm Andrew Davis.
Andrew Davis, it has truly been a joy to work with you. Your work is, as I mentioned, unmatched. You're top of the line. You are that journalist. You are that person. You are that phenomenal spirit. Thank you so much for all of your contributions to WSAV.
Tina summed it up well. You are irreplaceable. We're going to miss you so much.
Well, I can't thank you guys enough. Tina, Ben, I mean, I've worked with you more than anybody probably so far, but also like to thank all the people behind the scenes, because everybody sees the people in front, the production staff, the producers themselves, the photographers who help me look decent, at least periodically. So, but more than that, I have to thank my wife for doing incredible things. Lisa, you've been incredible support to me from the beginning. My mom, who's looking down at me from heaven right now, who's been supporting every step of the way. But more than that, I just wanted to thank the people out there who let me into their homes, not just through the TV, but were able to do stories with me, whether it was police officers, sheriff's deputies, firefighters, anyone else, or just regular folks who allowed me to tell their stories. That meant the world to me, and still does to this day, that you trusted me with your stories, and I hope I never broke that trust. I can tell you that I loved every minute of being here and telling your stories, and I promise to do everything I can to keep that up in whatever position that may be, whatever I can do, football and beyond. But just know that I love everybody out there through the camera and right here in the studio right now. Thank you, everyone.
And if you all missed the top, Andrew, we're not going to see him every day here on WSAV, but he's still going to be a part of our family. He's working for the city of Hilton Head, and we'll see him in just a few weeks on the sidelines of our football games or up in the announcing booth. So thanks again for all you've done. We're going to miss you, but we're so glad that we're still in the same family.